Welcome to the fundraising session on child contact centres. The purpose of this video is to provide some ideas and resources to help centres raise funds. The impacts of coronavirus and lockdown measures have had an unprecedented impact on society and child contact over the last 6 months. We face an uncertain future as we emerge from lockdown and enter a new world of changing social distancing measures. We're aware the last 6 months has had a significant financial impact on centres, and we are working to secure and maintain funding budgets. However, coronavirus has significantly impacted our economy, the charity sector and government budgets, and funding will be challenging over the coming years. This video is about encouraging centres to look for opportunities to raise some funds through local organisations and trusts, to support the fantastic work child contact centres do and the contribution you make to your local community. How to start the journey. What do you need funding for? While it may sound obvious, write down exactly what you need funding for. Is it a project, core funding, bills, rent, and so on? Brainstorm. Everybody in the centre should think about fundraising and come up with ideas and options for projects and local organisations to approach. Create some generic documents with key information. What's the name of the centre? Who was the founder? When was it set up? What's your legal status? For example, charity, community interest company, trust, etc. The number of employees, board members and volunteers. The qualifications and experience of those people, annual income and costs, quality marks or industry standards that have been awarded, training to staff and volunteers, governance policies, safeguarding policies, reserves and so forth. Many trusts and foundations will require this information, so it's worthwhile getting it together in one place. Develop an elevator pitch. If speaking to local groups, have a prepared script or some notes and be imaginative. Put emotion and passion into your presentation. Make sure the pitch has a hook. Don't forget the value child contact centres provide in protecting the child's interests and maintaining the child-parent relationship beyond separation. This will lead to better outcomes and life chances for children. Also, be very clear, potential funders will receive lots of applications from worthwhile charities. You need to quickly communicate what you do and how it supports children and families. Fundraising materials. Use the pitch and documents to develop fundraising materials such as emails and letters. When applying to local organisations, try to be specific about what you want funds for, how much you need and the benefits it will provide, and ensure the request is appropriate and addresses the organisation's eligibility criteria. Requests could include insurance premiums, training fees, colour photocopying, printing, toys or books. Offer to show the donor's logo on your website and emails for their support for a local charity. Identify funders. We have some links and resources on our website. Have a look at the release on fundraising in July. Ruth also circulates a regular email on opportunities from NCVO Fundraising Central, which we'd encourage centres to read and apply for appropriate funds. However, time will need to be spent in researching options and submitting applications. Keep going. Raising funding for organisations is hard work. There may well be a few no's before a business, trust or local charity offer to fund one of your requests. Keep going, stay persistent, and remember, tenacity wins the day. One experienced fundraiser advised, there is a great deal of luck involved. You are likely to fail more times than you win. Taking things overly seriously or overly personally is not going to help. The ability to shrug your shoulders, laugh off rejection, and keep applying is what is important. We featured Chiltern Child Contact Centre in a release in July. The centre has been successfully raising funds for a number of years, and they advise fundraising is a team effort, and everybody is part of that team. Our initial funding was a result of a close relationship with a local organisation, and we'd encourage people to apply to housing associations, churches, councillors, solicitors, and other local charities. This gave us a lot of pull. We also appointed a trustee whose job was to raise funds, search for grant-giving trusts, and manage a budget for fundraising. We emphasised the desire for a continuing relationship for a number of years with organisations to help fundraising be more sustainable. Current volunteers are a great source of information and support. Volunteers are often members of other organisations and groups such as gyms, choirs, bands, U3A, walking groups, bridge clubs and orchestras and so forth, who may provide funding for you. Some of these clubs and groups may wish to adopt a charity for 12 months or will be willing to put on a virtual quiz night, a concert or some form of fundraising event. I appreciate this may be more challenging under the current circumstances, but there is equally a great deal of goodwill in local communities and a recognition of the challenges coronavirus has caused local charities. So look at the opportunities and see where you can find some funding. So a review of top tips. We'd advise writing to local churches, housing associations. Many of these have social and community funds. Local charities, for example, Rotary, Lions, Muffins, Roundtable, Mothers Union, councillors, family law solicitors, local U3A, University of the Third Age. Many will have a newsletter and an article appeal, which may attract donors, and local legacy funds. Focus on developing long-term relationships with local organisations who want to support your work. Reach out to local organisations directly or through networking events to create these relationships. In summary, have a brainstorming meeting. Get everyone thinking about fundraising. Who is in your network? Who can you talk to? Who can you approach? And what opportunities are out there? Strategy. What do you need the funding for and how much will it cost? Create an elevator pitch. How do child contact centres support the local community and keep children in contact with their parents and grandparents? Don't forget the hook. To start the pitch or proposal and capture everybody's imagination, create some materials for potential funders, PowerPoint slides help, letters, emails and so forth, so you're ready to go. Identify potential funders, businesses, trusts in your local community and area. Keep going. Stay persistent and remember tenacity wins the day, and don't take it too personally. I'd encourage you to look at the release on our website from July, which covers a lot of the information I've just mentioned and provides a number of resources and links which you can use. Read the emails that Ruth regularly circulates on fundraising opportunities and email Ruth for a free fundraising pack at r.miles, that's MILES, at nac.org.uk. I hope this nudges centres to apply for funds and support the fantastic work that you do in your local community.